right, we check out our brackets, and don't forget, still to come today, you have Gonzaga, number 8 team in the country, taking on number 11 Oregon. But first, it is Michigan and North Carolina. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. These two turkeys right here. John Sciambi and the Hall of Famer Dick Vitale. You fired up?
I'm all fired up. Are you kidding me? You see those two jerseys? Michigan and North Carolina stand certainly for greatness over the years. And we're going to see a heck of a basketball game. Last year, Michigan totally humiliated, embarrassed North Carolina. And Roy Williams utilized that to motivate him. So I'm excited, buddy. Are you kidding me? Hey, before you have your turkey feast, join us.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And today we get a treat at a point guard spot. Started the North Carolina side. Not just one of the best freshmen, but one of the best players in the country, Cole Anthony, for Roy Williams.
Well, he'll certainly be in the running for first pick in the NBA draft. He's multi-talented, had that great start in his career with 34 and 12 against Notre Dame. Did not play super yesterday, but has great leadership skills. He can penetrate and he can score. So the bottom line is they're going to have to control him big time. If they don't control this guy, it'll be a long day for the Wolverines. On the other side, the Wolverines also got to keep North Carolina off the glass, the best rebounding team in basketball.
All right, what about on the Michigan side? They got a pretty good point guard of their own, Xavier Simpson. Last 2 games combined, 27 assists.
You know, as you said so well, dude, broke the record yesterday with 13 assists, and he's a veteran. He's got a winner's mentality. He's going to start out, obviously. He'll start on Mr. Anthony. They'll rotate players on him. But they have 3 players. When you think of Teske, you think of Livers, and you certainly think of Simpson, who know a little bit about winning. John Beilein did a great job. Juwan Howard be the first to tell you. Those guys won over 60-plus games in 2 years. They know how to win.
Both these teams got to the Sweet 16 last year as we get ready to go. Michigan in the white, Carolina in the blue. John Sciambi, Dick Vitale, first of 4 here from the Imperial Ballroom in the Atlantis. Teske tips it, Simpson, and Michigan controls. All right, our starting lineups are brought to you by Atlantis. We check out the Michigan starting 5. Simpson, Wagner, Brooks, Livers, and Teske.
Today before the game, Juwan Howard told me there's no doubt in his mind that Wagner is going to be a solid NBA player. It's only second game he's playing right now.
And here he is, Wagner feeding Teske. Of course, Wagner's brother Mo with the Wizards in the NBA. Teske goes left hand, and the scoring gets started. Michigan in the lead.
You know, Teske's so underrated. He gives that great size inside. Roy Williams was concerned really with their size.
See the Carolina starting lineup with Black, Anthony, Robinson, Brooks, and Bacot, the freshman.
You know, Bacot's had 3 consecutive double-double games. There's only been 3 players ever at North Carolina to achieve that as freshmen.
Anthony to inbound. And it gets it to Garrison Brooks, who matched the career high with 20 points in the win yesterday.
He's a key player for them down in that post. He's very effective in there.
And there he is, Brooks. First 2 of the game for North Carolina.
He had a big first half against Alabama. Alabama a little more athletic and better than I thought. Kid Petty made 7 threes in that game.
Yeah, they got a good player, Kyron Lewis Jr. as well. Here's Teske now. Kicks to the corner. Brooks swings. And now Livers coming off a 17-point performance in the win against Iowa State. Teske. And it's out of bounds. And they'll say it'll go the other way.
You know, Livers, you mentioned, really he's got great pro ability. He's very versatile. He's got size. He can make the 3. I love the fact when you got 3 guys that know how to win. Having veteran players is one thing, Boog, but having players that know how to win is certainly vital.
Robinson, a little strong. Brooks, the rebound. And now Robinson, another shot at it, knocks it down. He missed their first 4 games with a sprained ankle, had 12 points in his season debut yesterday.
Yeah, he's a key player because Roy says we got to get some scoring. Scoring the ball has really been tough for them. And he really thinks that Robinson can help them big time. Played his first game, as you said, yesterday.
Simpson probing, finds Teske. What a pass.
Tremendous pass, great look. He dropped into his teammate very effectively. They ran that really well, two-man game. I tell you, the screen and roll. I tell you, Simpson's so underrated nationally. He's really what a college coach wants, a key facilitator.
Oh my goodness, Cole Anthony, and he wanted to foul. Puts it up and in.
Little acrobatic right there by Anthony. Tough to top what he did in his debut. That was incredible. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame had to face him that day. 34-12.
Feed inside, Teske, and he traveled.
Yeah, good call by Mike Roberts right there. He definitely walked once he got the ball. Hey, let's look at Roy on that sideline. Still as fiery as can be. Hall of Famer. He's on my Mount Rushmore as top 4 coaches in my 40 years at ESPN, along with Coach K, Bobby Knight, and of course the Michelangelo of coaching, Dean Smith.
Roy Williams, 3 national titles last in 2017. Baycott gets that jumper to go.
He's a good-looking diaper dandy. Played IMG Academy where they've had a lot of good players.
This is a Michigan team that's got a lot of talent. And Juwan Howard, in his first season taking over for, you talk about one of the better coaches in the last 10 years in college basketball, John Beilein.
Yeah, he's got to be in that run now. He's up there. There's a zone defense right now by Michigan. He's at the Cavaliers. It's been a tough year for them down there, but John will do a great job getting the most out of people.
Simpson, a takeaway, goes against Anthony, misses the layup, and Brooks the board.
Got to communicate there. His teammate trailing. He would have dropped a little bounce pass to the back to hit a layup.
And they get the foul inside. Jerry Pollard on the call. And that foul is on Xavier Simpson.
Tell you one thing Juwan was really concerned about. He said, I know they're going to be playing with a little chip on their shoulders after what happened last year. And he's right. North Carolina's come out here with a lot of intensity, a lot of feeling. They just got to learn to score a little more. People have to also understand, John, you lose guys like they lost. Kobe White, one of the top draft picks.
Cameron Johnson, Nasir Little.
Yep, all NBA first-round picks. And even Luke May was a super college player, now playing in the G League. I think eventually with his scoring ability, he can make that Bucks team and help off the bench.
With Carolina leading by 5 here in the early going. John Shambi, Dick Vitale, happy Thanksgiving from the Bahamas. Simpson. Step back there. Brooks wouldn't go for Eli. Anthony up ahead.
He has great passing ability, Anthony. You get open, he'll find you.
Out of bounds and our under 16 timeout. 2 of the powers in college hoops, Carolina and Michigan. ESPN's exclusive
game. I'm going to tell you this. He was so excited to be putting that Michigan shirt on. And I'm telling you, he's going to do a heck of a job. He's a master communicator.
Wow, the last time, that he faced North Carolina was
93.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Jokes.
Mr. Weber.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Simpson,
nice cut.
great look. Brooks off the glass. Probably should have put it right up. And now it's Anthony the other way. Carolina by 5.
Simpson doing a good job here trying to contain Anthony. You're not going to stop him. You're going to try to contain him. Stan Patrick would say, contain him, baby. Oh, he's used the screen really well right there.
Touch.
He utilized that screen so effectively and efficiently. He didn't allow Simpson to get over the top at all. Got to step out, though. Teammates got to help him with a little hedge.
11-2 run for Carolina. Brooks kicks out. Simpson bumped by Anthony. You mentioned Cole Anthony utilizing the screen.
Yeah, take a look right here now. He's going to see the screen. The teammate's going to set it up for him. There it is. See, he bumps him. He runs him right into him. He doesn't allow him to get over the top. And on the other side, they did not step out and hedge. You got to step out there.
Two really good point guards in this one. We saw another really good point guard yesterday. Michigan fans were loving me saying Tyrese Halliburton's name a lot. He was brilliant in that game yesterday. Halliburton, in the win for Michigan, had 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Yeah, Halliburton really can pass the basketball. He's got great vision, size. He's got to work a little bit more on making his perimeter shot.
Yep.
He's got to, and so does Cole Anthony. And they will. I remember Michael Jordan, the greatest ever to play the game. When he came to North Carolina, a lot of people saw his great athleticism and his ability to get to the rim. He worked to make himself an outstanding shooter. And so will this kid right here, Cole. Dad, as we all know, Greg played for UNLV on a great team with Jerry Tarkanian. Boy, they had some team down there. Incredible. Stacey Augmon, Larry Johnson. Remember that, Cole?
Absolutely. That's Greg Anthony.
Proud dad sitting here. That's my guy. That's my guy.
(13-4), North Carolina off to a good start.
Very good start. A lot better than last year.
Livers from the corner, got it to go.
He's got to start putting points on the board. He's too good. He's been a little bit not getting some touches here. He's multi-talented.
A very versatile player, Isaiah Livers. Jumper wouldn't go there for Leaky Black. And now Simpson pushing ahead.
Leaky Black had a good game yesterday, Boo. 9 points, 9 rebounds, both are career highs. A good diagonal pass.
Wagner lost the handle, out of bounds. It's a turnover.
People are going to have to be patient with this young guy. Remember, he hasn't practiced a whole lot, didn't play until yesterday. Eventually, he's going to show the skills. You watch him shoot the ball and handle the ball. He's very efficient.
Yeah, Wagner out with a wrist fracture. Suffered that October 20th. Didn't really start practicing again until Sunday, this past Sunday. Inside Brooks, and it wouldn't fall, but he's fouled.
Second opportunity, and that's one of the great keys of North Carolina, getting on the offensive boards. I was talking to Roy. Here it is, the second opportunity. Shot comes not really smooth on that release right there by Anthony, but good second effort to get the rebound and get it to his teammate who goes to the foul line. Let me say this for people out there. There's 3 things. If you do these 3 things as a team, a coach knows his team is playing hard. Number 1, offensive rebound. Number 2, forced deflections. Number 3, forced turnovers. You do those 3 things in the game, your kids are playing with emotion, feeling, and playing hard.
Brooks coming off that great game. 20 points in a win against Alabama. And again, matched his career high. 14-7 Tar Heels with the lead. John Chumby, Dick Vitale on Thanksgiving Day, the first of 4 here from the Bahamas.
He had a great first half in that game against Alabama when you talked about Brooks.
Simpson gets it to Livers, who backs it out. Shot clock now under 10. Livers from deep. That one rattles around. Brooks the board. Here comes Anthony.
So early in the game, Roy Williams has to be pleased, he and his staff, with their defensive play. They've been doing a good job defensively.
David DeJulius getting set to check in for Michigan. Black jumper, got it.
He wanted a foul, too. He wanted a foul. He looked at the striped shirt. Come on, man, he bumped me.
Simpson a hoist and hit. Xavier Simpson, the senior, knocks it down. Had 10 points and 13 assists in their win against Iowa State.
Really a solid point guard.
Anthony able to answer.
He answers that mid-level shot. The new terminology now in basketball, he shoots in 3 levels. The perimeter, the mid-level, and takes it to the rack. You can hear a lot of that. That's a new term now. 3 levels.
Teske backing down. Size advantage on Brooks, and kicks out. Simpson weaves through traffic, left hand.
Cole Anthony got eaten alive defensively right there. Poor job staying in front of his man. Made him make that turn. That's an area he's going to have to focus and concentrate on as well. He's got the ability to be a solid defensive player. His dad was a terrific defensive player.
Pass intended for Platek. Michigan saves. Teske pushes it up ahead, and Simpson says, all right, hang on, slow it down.
That's a heck of a quarterback right there. He understands the flow of the game. Good basketball IQ.
Brooks on the handoff just inside the three-point line, and a deuce for Eli Brooks.
Nice job by Eli Brooks getting free, squaring up, knocked that jumper down.
Talk about Carolina and what a great job they do rebounding the basketball. One of the things both these teams do well, and that is defend without fouling.
Got a wide open shot right there. Teske allowed him to shoot that shot.
Foul on North Carolina. Speaking of the Tar Heels, we'll check in with Cole Anthony when we return.
She's done a great job with him as a youngster, level-headed guy. Guy really is cerebral, and I think he understands the stardom that's with him and what he has to do to live up to his expectations. Just play hard, do all the right thing, and a lot of good things are going to happen for him.
Played his last year in high school at Oak Hill, but went to high school power in New York City, Archbishop Malloy, for 3 years.
Well,
Produced Kenny Anderson, Kenny Smith.
Pretty good guards, man. You talking about
really
there.
Good guards.
Not bad. I'll tell you, Kenny Anderson.
There's Kenny Smith.
Yeah, he was big time.
His son on the team, KJ.
What a job he does there with Mr. Barkley and company. Ernie Johnson, they do a phenomenal job.
And Shaq, I think Shaq is with us here in the Bahamas.
Shaq's
Kenny
around?
Smith, yeah.
Wow, they do a great job, all those guys.
Platek inside, off the glass, and good.
They keep waiting for Platek to break out and show the range and shooting ability that he shows in practice. He came to North Carolina with a big-time reputation as a three-point shooter. They haven't seen it in game situations.
Simpson swings it left side to Julius. Got it. David DeJulius coming off 14 points against Iowa State.
You know, DeJulius and guys like Brooks, they're contributors. They may not be the stars that you talk about for the Livers and Simpson, but they are factors.
Platek gets bumped. All right, Big Ten ACC Challenge. That's next week, highlighted by a couple of Sonic blockbusters. Tuesday, it's #1 Duke and #3 Michigan State. That's at 9:30 Eastern. Wednesday, it's #10 Ohio State against #6 North Carolina. That's at 9:30. Sonic blockbusters Tuesday and Wednesday on ESPN.
I'm going to be Tuesday for the #1 team in the nation. I think they're the best team in the nation. Louisville taking on right here the Wolverines. So I got a little scouting report before I go do the game. That's pretty cool. We got to have to prepare as much. I like that Louisville team. I think Chris Mack's got a dynamite club. They give Warriors a star, Sutton's a rebounder, Ryan McMahon can make the three. They got a good, solid team, deep, good young guys. Williamson, I think they're the best team in the country.
Inside, and Eli Brooks right through the defense.
Can't let him score that easily. Sees a gap and goes to the seam. Roy not happy with that at all on the sideline, talking to his players. You got to rotate, help, communicate, team defense.
Johns with the rebound, and it'll go the other way.
God, what a way to make a living, John. Thanksgiving Day, sitting courtside here in the Bahamas, talking about a game we love. Look at us right to the basket.
Too easy to Julius, and then the tip from Colin Castleton.
2 possessions in a row that Roy cannot be happy with defensively.
Cole Anthony inside, couldn't hit.
They started the game really good defensively, North Carolina. Now slipping a little. Trying to get too much penetration. And when you give help, it creates opportunities with open people.
Shot clock winding down to Julius. Got to hoist it up. And shot clock violation, a turnover. Michigan a 1-point advantage. North Carolina basketball. 8:22 to go first half. Juwan Howard chatting with Brandon Johns Jr. and Colin Castleton, pair of sophomores.
Tell you one thing, he's a great communicator. He really loves the university, sells it very positively. Good role model.
He keeps holding up a picture, and I don't know whether it's motivational or he's doing, that's what defense they're in by holding up the picture. That one high off the rim and in for Garrison Brooks.
Garrison Brooks has that good 15-foot turnaround jump shot in the lane, very effective in the lane. You know, they're missing a big guy. He's had knee problems through his career. Sterling Manley, when you think of North Carolina.
No doubt. Brooks hesitation, hoists, and buries it. Eli Brooks a triple.
Tell you one thing, he's so effective offensively. Oh, no, he went for the fake. Oh, did he leave something on the floor? Did he leave something on the floor? A little pump fake. Oh, go pick it up. I got to go pick it up. Are you kidding? He left a little pump fake, and oh, wow.
Michigan lead. A couple of free throws. That would seal the deal. North Carolina would win it 77-71. Of course, Juwan Howard, part of that Michigan team.
Tell you what a team that was. With Jalen Rose, our guy, Jalen, certainly was part of that team. And they changed it. A lot about basketball. The shorts, the socks, the whole bit. And really, they can play. Bottom line is they can play. When you looked at Mr. Weber, you know, get that timeout. I mean, he can play for me any day of the week, and he can go all the time on and make that mistake, but I'll take the other 35 games. He's just a terrific talent. And so is Jalen. And it's great to see that little getting back again. There's been a little break there. I don't think we're going to see that again. 5 kids like that, freshmen.
No.
I mean, do what they did.
No doubt.
Back-to-back Final Fours. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the game's different now, and it feels like if you got that many freshmen, it all end up scramming immediately. John Chambee, Dick Vitale tied at 24. Happy Thanksgiving. Good feed inside. Castleton, and they get the foul of North Carolina, I think, on Robinson. And indeed, it will be on Brandon Robinson.
So watch Brooks right here with the left-hand dish. There's the contact. Right there, Castleton had himself a dunk, baby. I think Brooks is a solid player. I like Brooks. He's very quick. He's an aggressive guy. He's a skilled shooter. Played at Spring Grove High School. He's got over 2,400 points in his career. You can see I can read in the yearbook.
Johns with the takeaway. Michigan into the front court, leading it by 2.
Smart. Bring the ball back out. Put it in the guard's hand. Set something up. And play the high screen. Ooh, he almost walked. Almost lifted that pivot foot. Roy Williams wanted it.
And a lot of Carolina fans wanted it as well. Brooks pull up, rejected by Pierce, out of bounds, and it's off Michigan, and it's Carolina basketball. Let's take another look. Did that pivot foot move?
I thought he lifted it.
That's a yes for me.
I thought he lifted it. They're putting emphasis on pulling on a lot of walks. This nice cut without the ball.
Johns rejects Pierce, and here's Brooks the other way. And then they turn it over. Michigan by a couple. Juwan Howard urging his team on. 6:32 to go here in the first half. Still to come, semifinal number 2. And a matchup from the Northwest. Oregon and Gonzaga will square off.
That's going to be a battle of the West, man. The West Classic. Mark Few, Dana Holtman, 2 outstanding coaches. And some good big-time players in that game.
Robinson gets inside, flips it up and in.
He's going to be a big help for them. He's going to give them some offensive efficiency, something they've been lacking early in the year. They're looking for their first really big signature win here. I mean, Alabama, good win. I guess Notre Dame you call a good win as well. But I'm telling you, this would be a big win on a neutral court.
Well, they're in a stretch where they're going to have at least opportunities for big wins if they were able to win this one or their next one. There's Livers inside and score it.
You can't let them get to the rack that easy, John. They get into the rack too easily now, attacking off the bounce, and no one's coming over to help. I can see beating one guy, but beating 5 guys, come on, you got to come over quicker. Take that away from them. Livers with a strong, strong drive. I think at Ohio State, that's going to be a tough one.
Ohio State's going to be a tough one, and as well then at Virginia. They have Gonzaga at Gonzaga.
Yeah, at the kennel. At the kennel.
That's going to be rough. No pun intended.
It will not be easy. You know, people like these games rather than all those cupcakes. I used to love cupcakes, man. Hostess cupcakes, get those W's and pick them away.
Absolutely. I mean, you've seen my body. It's really an homage to cupcakes.
No,
that one flipped up and in or off by Brooks, and a rebound by Michigan.
Hausman gives him great size inside as well.
Wagner gets shoved.
You can see his ability to handle the ball and his offensive skills. Just a little sequence like that. And we know he can shoot. He knocked down 2 threes yesterday. Maybe he's driving a goal and a trip. What about that Oregon win over my alma mater? 19-point lead Seton had. Today at breakfast, I had many Seton fans. We were robbed. We were robbed. Now, I love my university, but you got a 19-point lead. You got to close the deal. Don't you agree?
No doubt.
You got to close the deal. And Powell is terrific. He's going to be in a running for National Player of the Year, but somebody else has got to step up and help them if they want to beat the quality big-time teams like the Michigan States and the Oregons.
Shot clock winding down. Here's Brooks. Brooks looking for space. Anthony almost took it away. I don't know whether he actually possessed it.
I know one thing, they've done a good job, Michigan, containing Anthony, keeping him from having a dynamite game.
Man, I don't know that he actually possessed the basketball. The shot clock was winding down.
Yep.
So it'll be Michigan ball, and the Wolverines leading by 2. 5 to go, first half. Teske, good look. Johns absorbs the contact. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
They did a great job in attacking the double team. They post the guy up and then look opposite. And they did a solid job. You can see they're well coached, both these clubs. I think I love experience on that sideline. I think that he did a great job. Juwan Howard hiring Phil Martelli from St. Joe's, who for years was a terrific leader down there at St. Joe's. And also a veteran player like Howard Heisley, who played the NBA on the staff.
Boston College.
Yeah, BC. There's Phil.
And there's Howard.
Yep. Good staff.
On the left side.
You look at North Carolina staff. I mean, they can put a team on the floor. Kendall Marshall over there, Hubert Davis, you Sean May. Are you kidding me?
Sean May.
Brad Frederick, Steve Robinson can coach them. And what a staff they got.
Anthony way downtown and way off the mark.
Yeah, that was a brick right there. Not a good shot. Not a good shot. I think shot selection is a big thing for young kids who dominate. You can get away with that in high school. Look at Roy. He's fishing that sideline. A little push.
Yeah, Roy unhappy. He's letting Gary Maxwell have it, and now he's talking to Jerry Pollard. So they got that last foul on Baycott, and they'll go to the other end. So it'll be a 1-and-1 spot for Teske.
These next 4 minutes are big. If you're North Carolina, you want to go a little spurt here. You don't want Michigan to go on one.
Christian Keeling into the game, and they get Wagner with that foul. No, they got it on Eli Brooks. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, Brooks grabbed him on the hand.
You should have told me. I wouldn't have got the call wrong.
I wasn't sure.
Isaiah Livers, when he went down on that layup, he came up and he was grimacing, and he looked like he was grabbing his hip, now getting stretched out a little bit.
Keeling comes away, a fifth-year player, Charleston Southern.
Yeah, they got a couple of grad transfers. Justin Pierce from William & Mary, Christian Keeling from Charleston Southern. It seems like nowadays almost every elite team has a grad transfer. And that one will go the other way. There's Keeling. And they get the foul on Wagner.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to have a nice, smooth drive to the baseline. There goes back door. And look at the defense right there, no doubt. I can make that call with one eye, man. Are you kidding me? You know, you're right, Boone. Teams are going for that fifth-year player, and that's, you know, want that veteran experience. But I think the rule's been abused. I really do. It was supposed to be, that's a whole nother story. It's trying to wrap that up in 30 seconds is tough. Dirty on the offensive boards. That's the strength of North Carolina. But it's been abused. It's supposed to be, if your school doesn't have a major in that area, bottom line is you can transfer and be eligible immediately, go for graduate work.
DeJulius, nice move.
I think a lot of kids are making those moves strictly basketball related.
I don't mind that they do it.
That's a good point.
I don't mind that they do it. I'm fine with them having the freedom to do it.
Well,
loose ball, and Michigan comes up with it. Up to DeJulius and a layup. We got two players down, Brooks and Leaky Black. Slow to get up. Michigan fired up, and they are up by 5. Good one so far here in the Bahamas.
NCAA makes a major mistake. They fluctuate. There's no consistency at all in determining who's eligible and who is not. Why not? If you're not going to do that, then number one, make them all eligible at transfer. I mean, you got to be consistent. They should have rules that state, okay, you're allowed to transfer, we'll waive it. Maybe someone passes in the family. Maybe that's a rule. But you got to have set rules. You can't have this, well, I guess he gets transfer waiver, he doesn't get one. It's ridiculous.
Well, the kids that are denied in many instances are confused about why they're denied.
Exactly.
Robinson, 3, left side, wouldn't go. Johns tracks it down, and now DeJulius. Up ahead, nice step.
Score the basket.
Score the basket. Did they get a foul as well? No.
I'll tell you one thing that beat him, transition right there. Michigan starting to break this a little bit open here. Aggressively, offensively. And there he goes to the goal. Here comes the, no way you're getting away with that, baby. Count to 2. No, you're right, but there should be specific rules. Here's 3 for you. If you meet the criteria of this rule, someone in your family passes, a coach maybe leaves that recruited you. Those are rules. Have them there. If that happens, you get the waiver.
Been interesting with Xavier Simpson on the bench when he picked up his second foul. Michigan on a 19-9 run. David DeJulius, last 6 points for the Wolverines. Lead by 7. Inside, Baycott, good feet. Flips it up, wouldn't go. Loose ball, out of bounds. It stays with Carolina.
You know, DeJulius does a nice job coming off the bench for them. Becomes very productive. This is a good Michigan team. But I'm going to tell you a team they're going to love in the Big Ten. Ohio State, Chris Holtman's club, is legit. They are for real. The kid Wesson inside is terrific.
Cole Anthony able to bury one from 3.
He's really smooth on that shot. High percentage shot, great rotation, great follow through. He will become a very good shooter. There's no doubt in my mind.
John Shambi alongside the Hall of Famer Dick Vitale. Want to say hello to a Hall of Famer, Marty Brenneman, longtime voice of the Cincinnati Reds, who just called it a career. Fort Frick winner, huge North Carolina fan. He's watching his Tar Heels. He doesn't like that. Eli Brooks knocks it down.
He's not going to like that. Marty is so special. I'm a baseball lover, dude. And Marty used to come down to Sarasota all the time. Loves his Tar Heels.
Yep.
His son does a good job as well.
No doubt, Tom. But Marty just wrapped up his Hall of Fame career's final season with the Cincinnati Reds. And
I was hoping he's going to stay on until about 100, because I plan on staying to 100. I'll tell you, you're going to be here. It's my 41st year. I only got another 19 to go.
I just wanted to do an inning with him. I never got a chance to do it. Black, bounce pass, Baycott, left hand, wouldn't go. Teske the board.
Having a tough time scoring inside, but that was a good move by Baycott. Just did not come up with the score.
Teske jumper, 3 is short, and Carolina on the move. Down by 7. Leaky Black pushes up ahead. The transfer, Pierce.
Pierce was a good scorer down at William & Mary. Very bright guy. a double major in kinesiology. Unbelievable. Graduate school.
Anthony couldn't hit there. DeJulius up ahead. David DeJulius has really keyed this run for Michigan. Livers, that's a three. That was halfway down. Anthony the board.
Had great spacing right there in that offensive possession. It's a thing that's impressed me with Michigan, the way they spaced the floor.
Bacot looking for some help, gets it to Anthony.
This is the area that Roy's concerned about. Scoring the basketball. Are we going to score? Oh, they're going to lay up out of him. No, he's back. Bounce pass. Good job by North Carolina taking it away. It looked like it was going to be a sure layup in transition.
That was solid play-by-play by you, by the way. Michigan by 7.
Boy, the ACC, a little surprise there. Duke lost that game to Stephen. Wow.
Yeah, Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, Austin. But a kid from the Bahamas last night, people were telling me, named Bain, who was the big scorer in that game.
Dick, is there a great team out there right now?
You know, the team I really like, if somebody proves me wrong, Louisville. I think Louisville. But the kid Bain, he lost his home.
Yep.
The Bahamas, the Dorian, the Hurricane.
Yeah, he had the winning shot.
Yep.
As Bacot rolls that one in, the freshman with the bucket.
And the story there is they had a GoFund for his family. They had $2,500 after he made that shot. It went up to $62,000.
It's amazing. Yep, donation spiked after he's able to hit that shot. Livers way downtown. And it ends up with Wagner. DeJulius will try. He can't hit. And Bacot the board. Wagner steps in and rejected by Bacot. Wow.
Great effort by Bacot. After making a no-no, making a mistake with that pass, came back with a terrific defensive effort.
Carolina holding for the last shot, down by 5. Anthony going to work, hangs, can't hit. And it's an offensive foul as Teske stepped in. Anthony picks up his second.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, the kid went to the goal really strong, Anthony. But Teske did a good job rotating over. Yes, he's outside the arc. If he's inside that arc, if he's inside the arc, it would have been a block.
Timeout of the court, 5.5 to go first half. Michigan with the lead.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. 'Cause no matter how far away you roam, when you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can't beat home, sweet home.
The United States Postal Service goes the extra mile to bring your holidays home.
Back here in the Bahamas, North Carolina and Michigan. First of 4, first of 2 semifinals. Under 6 seconds to go. John Shelby, Dick Vitale, and Cole Anthony. 2 fouls, and he'll sit as Carolina is on defense to finish the first half. Here's DeJulius. Wagner. And that'll do it. First half concludes with Michigan by 5.
Well, Michigan went on a little streak there, as you mentioned. DeJulius came in, gave him a big lift off the bench, and I thought they did a great job containing Anthony as well as you can, because Anthony's such a talent.
Cole Anthony with a dozen, Eli Brooks with 10. David DeJulius a big impact as well as Michigan leads this one. And welcome back to the Bad Boy Mowers Battle for Atlantis. That's where I'm headed after this one. Michigan leading North Carolina by 5. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. John Shelby and Dick Vitale courtside. And that first half was interesting. Simpson went to the bench with a couple of fouls, and then Michigan took off.
They really took off. And the difference in the game, Roy told us before the game, shooting the basketball is an area he's concerned about. They're 1 for 6 shooting threes. On the other side, you got Michigan makes 5 threes. That's 4 threes. You don't have to go to Harvard to figure out. That's a differential of 12 points, and you're -5. And that's pretty good math right there. But I'm going to tell you that Shooting the ball is a problem. They lost so much when they lost guys like Kobe White, and they lost Luke May, and they lost the kid Little, and they lost a real good shooter who was like the 11th pick of the draft, and Cam Johnson with Phoenix. You know, it's tough to really survive when you lose those kind of people.
Still to come, our second semifinal will be Oregon and Gonzaga as they try to feed inside. We take a look at our first half stats, and they're brought to you by Atlantis. Michigan closing on a 25-14 run. Points in the paint, big advantage for Michigan, and Cole Anthony a dozen to lead all scorers.
You know, he got a dozen, but it was a tough 12. It wasn't an easy 12.
Inside, and Eli Brooks with the bucket.
Too many layups. Beating guys off the bounce, going right to the goal. You can't allow that to happen. You got to stop the ball. Seth Greenberg talks about that all the time. You got to stop the basketball. You got to play the ball tough. That's the #1 rule in your team defense. And Michigan's been getting to the basket too easily.
And Simpson just picked up his third. So a loose ball. Xavier Simpson, who sat for a big chunk with a couple of fouls in the first half. Juwan Howard will let the senior stay. Michigan leading by 7.
Robinson's going to have to step up and help them offensively. #4 for North Carolina.
Anthony fires. Loose ball. Brooks comes away with it.
See, Cole Anthony was not in a rhythm in shooting that shot in that sequence.
Wagner fires. Oh my goodness, that missed by a lot. Gets his own miss.
He was challenged on that shot, really challenged. I think he's pressing a little bit. He's trying to really impress. Look at the way they're getting to the basket. He should have made a layup right there. He tried to make the fancy assist.
Simpson. And now Livers from the free throw line, contested by Robinson. Teske, the tip, out of bounds. It'll stay with Michigan.
Good effort by Michigan right there. You know, Simpson had a layup. He had a layup with his left hand right there. And they're going to battle it on the glass. Teske, big strength for North Carolina, lead the nation. They were 61-31 on the glass yesterday against Alabama.
Carolina +6 in the first half in terms of rebound advantage. That's been a staple for Roy Williams year in and year out.
Yeah, he and Tom Izzo year in and year out, the coach really get on the boards.
Brooks had an open look, and he missed by a lot that time. Anthony now.
Seeing too many bricks out here. Big.
Anthony tries to kick back, draws the contact.
He tries to create situations for his teammates with his penetration ability. He's very strong to the basket. Great attitude. My buddy John Stone, the Rock Man, told me he's I love Cole Anthony. Got to know him. He says he's a terrific young guy. His mom, Crystal, has done a great job with him, as his dad.
Playtech almost lost the handle. Baycott, shot clock under 10, wide open.
I could have made that shot. I tell you, Boog, you put me right there with that open jumper. I'm going to knock that sucker down at 80. I guarantee you.
Where are you from the free throw line these days?
Oh, man, I'm pretty good.
Wagner, a couple of ball fakes, doesn't shoot. And now Brooks.
He wants to take it off the bounce. Livers can. Oh, sloppy. Good defense right there by North Carolina as a team in that position.
Livers with the foul. And that is number 2. Michigan leading by 7, just getting going here second half. John Chambee, Dick Vitale.
Tell you one thing, dude, they're going to have some scorers next year coming in North Carolina. Great recruiting class. I mean, Roy Williams right now, they're rated by Paul Biancardi and his people number 3 in the country.
Brooks with that bucket, 5-point game. Garrison, 20 points yesterday in the win over Alabama.
You know, Michigan's kept this North Carolina crowd, who's a big contingent here, quiet.
Livers goes to the basket, offensive foul.
Good job right there by North Carolina, rotating over, taking that charge.
A foul be on Livers. That's his third. So now Livers and Simpson each with 3.
That can be big. You're talking about 2 veteran players with a winner's mentality. You know, I mentioned that recruiting class. Anticipate obviously losing Cole Anthony, and have already signed a great 5-star point guard, Caleb Love. And then they got 2 of the best bigs in high school basketball coming in. Walker Kessler, a 3-point guy, could stretch the defense with his size. And Day'Ron Sharp, who's a man on the glass on the inside. So things looking up for the Tar Heels.
Bacot able to save it. Carolina Bull 9 on the shot clock. 5-point deficit for the Tar Heels.
Guy never stops coaching, man. You can see the intensity. He's all about today, not about all the wins and all the titles and all the championships in the past. It's about today.
Tip ball, loose ball. Wagner comes away with it. Up ahead, and Brooks in the throwdown.
Oh, that's a no-no. Roy can't be happy. Nobody got back defensively.
Anthony step back. That wouldn't go.
Bad shot right there. Off balance. Oh. You don't want to get beat 5-0, man. A layup like they just got. Michigan can't give them those kind of easy scores.
Teske got it. Big 3 for Teske, and the lead is 10.
Teske stepping out, making that long-range jump. It's nice when you got a big guy
no doubt
who can stretch that defense. Michigan's going to be right up there, that first division in the Big Ten.
Break in the action. Wolverines a 10-point lead. Michigan.
Wow, great vision. Finds the open guy. It's Jam City. Up and away, baby. On Turkey Day. Put the turkey down. Follow basketball. Have your turkey later. Come on. Join us 2 turkeys.
Fired up.
He's always fired up because he really cares. He has such a passion and love for what he's doing, and he loves the university so much. That's one of the reasons he left Kansas. He loved Kansas, but when your alma mater's calling you, come back home, he could not say no. Curry Kirkpatrick, fine writer from Sports Illustrated, in the house here today.
Yep.
He did my very first book ever. He's some kind of writer, Curry. He loves North Carolina. He's a graduate of North Carolina. Hoops Weiss in the house. He's done a number of my books. And Hoops Weiss, a college guru in basketball.
Brooks jumper. That one is off the mark.
Shooting the ball is a dilemma. There is no substitute for finding kids that can make shots. I think too many teams, rely on these athletic ability guys run up and down the floor. You got to have guys make shots.
Simpson, little hesitation. Anthony on him. Livers on the baseline, and that one's short by a lot.
Good 2-man action right there, but came up short.
Anthony kick back. Pierce had it blocked there, and now a kick up ahead. Xavier Simpson the bucket.
Too many easy baskets in easy situations for Michigan. There's the block shot, converted to a layup.
Michigan by a dozen. Brooks inside. Teske.
Roy told me before the game, we had a great conversation. He said, we're a team in progress, man. We got to come a long way and find guys that can make some shots. Block shot, releases, goes up, and scores. The question is, will they be able to score with the pigskin on Saturday against the Buckeyes? I'm going to give you
one of the other questions, by the way. Simpson just picked up number 4. And how long will they be able to sustain him being on the bench? First half, DeJulius did a great job. DeJulius coming back in, and we'll see how long Xavier Simpson sits with those 4 fouls.
But it's really truly a luxury when you got a guy like DeJulius who can come in and give you positive minutes when you lose a star kind of player. He is a star kind of player. Statistically, he may not show, but distributes the ball. He's a facilitator, and he took Simpson, and he's a good defender.
Loose ball, Brooks and Brooks tied up.
You know, Tar Heels are going to play hard. There's no doubt about it. They're going to play with passion and pride. The question is, they have to find people that can make shots, Boog.
I'm not used to seeing scores in the 70s involving North Carolina. You're used to seeing them, especially, you know, in the early going, putting up 80-some-odd points against teams.
Absolutely. Scoring machines over the years.
Livers catch and shoot, couldn't hit.
Talk about that. What about Virginia? Gave up 24 points the other day. Incredible. 34 two times earlier, once against Syracuse. I mean, incredible. With a shot clock, with a three-point shot, holding people in the 20s.
Black spins and swings, and now Playtech gets a piece of the paint. That floater wouldn't go.
They did everything right there. Great ball movement, stepped in gaps, open shot, no score.
DeJulius handling here, the sophomore. Played 25 games as a freshman for John Beilein. And they get the foul on Playtech. Eyes of the Big Ten will be on Minneapolis Saturday. It's number 12 Wisconsin, number 8 Minnesota. Battle for a spot in the Big Ten Championship against Ohio State in an outright win in the Big Ten West. Wisconsin, Minnesota, 3:30 Eastern, ABC and ESPN app.
Tell you one thing, Minnesota, talk about a football job. What a job that Coach Fleck's done with that program. Incredible. I'm going to give you a little later. My VBDI, Vital Ball Dome Index, is heating up with a prediction on the Ohio State-Michigan game.
All right.
Football.
You got a prediction coming up?
Oh, yeah. You can tell me a prediction.
I need to come up with some type of hair index of my own. DeJulius off the window. That would go for him. Very nicely done.
Well, very nicely done. Right to the basket. Unmolested layup straight to the goal.
Playtech missed all of it. And that one hits the baseline. It'll stay with Carolina. A 9-0 Michigan run.
And Simpson sitting down, their catalyst.
Simpson on the bench with 4 fouls. They're saying put 23 on the shot clock. Black inbounds.
Doing a little zone right here. Little zone, multiple defenses. That's a little Phil Martelli influence on that sideline.
Teske blocks Baycott. Wagner comes away with it.
Michigan very impressive here in this role.
Livers up ahead in the deuce, and the lead is 16, an 11-0 run. Keeling not able to hit, and here come the Wolverines.
That 7-foot jump shot right there. Coming up empty. McRoy right on target. So shooting the ball, scoring the basketball has been difficult for us. Rebounding has been excellent, A+.
Right side, Brooks buries it. Eli Brooks with a triple. It is all Michigan up 19.
Wow, didn't expect this. Did not expect this, Boog.
DeJulius give off Livers. Wagner a 3.
Oh,
got it.
Oh, get it, T.O., baby. It's blowout city here. This is reminiscent of last year when they played. Michigan dominated up in Ann Arbor. And on neutral, you didn't expect this. I know I didn't, did you?
Not at all.
Oh, wow. I really thought we were going to have a Maalox masher. We need a lot of Maalox tonight after the turkey.
Well, Roy Williams has watched his team score 2 points since the break. 1 for 14 from the floor. The lead is 22. Brooks inside off the glass, rattles in.
It's so easy though, Booth. That's what I'm amazed by. How easy they're getting to the basket and getting all kinds of layups. Oh, hail to the victors, hail to the... I love that fight song. Great fight song. And I love this one better. Cheer, cheer for Old Notre Dame.
15-0 Michigan run. The Wolverines doing it inside and outside. 6 different players scoring during the run. Brooks scoring 7 points. Wagner knocks down the 3, and then Brooks, the little floater off the window. Eli Brooks, and Michigan just burying North Carolina, Dick Vitale.
You're being very kind. I mean, just layup after layup, open shots. I mean, this is not the North Carolina team we thought we were going to see here this afternoon.
All right, so you got your prediction there, Dick Vitale?
I do. You have VBDI right now. It's a ball dome index. It's getting all locked up right now. I'm telling you this. They can't hear me in Ann Arbor, can they?
No.
I hope they can't hear me in Ann Arbor.
Yep.
Because Ohio State 27, Michigan 14.
Wow.
Don't tell them. They can't hear
I won't tell them. No, they can't.
Shut off. I think he shut it off in Ann Arbor.
Yeah,
Right? They
did.
can't hear me. They hear me in Columbus. They're going, yeah, yeah. Harbaugh's never beaten the Buckeyes.
Brandon Huffman absorbs the foul. Roy Williams likes that. Well, besides the Hall of Famer Dick Vitale, a lot of celebs. The Jet, Kenny Smith, in the house. His son KJ, of course, on North Carolina. Rick Fox is here as well. Greg Anthony, getting a chance to watch his son play. Happy Thanksgiving, Shaq, Hall of Famer.
I'm going to run to get his autograph. Shaq, I want Shaq's autograph. The worst than mom and dad watching their child battle cancer. The book is done exceptionally well. Every dollar I would make from the book, every dollar goes toward pediatric cancer. So please help us.
You do great work.
Well, we've raised $29 million, but it's not enough, because if it was enough, I would not have spoken at a funeral this summer for a little guy who lost his life, Clayton, just a beautiful young kid, 3 years old. So people out there, if you got a healthy child on this beautiful day and you're blessed, just help us out. You get a raffle chance, just go to dickvitaleonline.com, and you get a chance to win a beautiful, beautiful red Mercedes.
So I'm eligible to win that car, you're saying?
Absolutely. You know, Roy's going to come to my gallery. She said, I want to definitely come. We're honoring this year Mark Few, Stephen A. Smith, Bruce Arians, Jim Kelly is getting a John Saunders Award along with Pat Williams. Mitch Albom, we're going to give a research grant. He lost his little girl to brain cancer, the fine journalist. Kevin Nagandi, our MC. It means so much to me, John. It really does, Boo.
Mitch Albom, pretty amazing story. Lost his little girl who he had adopted from Haiti.
Yep.
He does such great work over in Haiti, and he lost her.
We're going to give $250,000 in her name to battle the kind of cancer she lost her life to. DIPG, brain cancer.
All right, 6 on the shot clock. Michigan.
Wow.
60-36. I didn't see this coming, buddy.
No, you and I were talking during the break. We looked at each other and we said, are you serious? Cannot believe this. Cannot believe it. It was an incredible performance by Michigan. North Carolina certainly came out to play. Roy had them ready to play. Making shots. Juwan Howard, this is signature for him. This is the way you get ultimate respect among your peers. I mean, he's so loved by the NBA fraternity.
Robinson off the window and good. And that ends a 19-0 run. You know, Dick, you look at a game like this, and I know coaches are always going to emphasize the defensive end. But they got 38 points with about 10 minutes to go. That's a problem, man. They're going to need to figure out a place to get scoring against good teams.
Absolutely. I think that's a very concerned area. Roy emphasized that to me at length before the game.
Keeling turned it over. It'll go the other way. Michigan basketball. We close in on the 10-minute mark.
You know, let's face it. You look at North Carolina, look at Duke. They're not what they were last year. I mean, last year they're so talented. I mean, you look at certainly with Duke, with Zion Williamson and company. That's a rarity. I mean, unbelievable. And people wonder why. A lot of people, play catch-up. It goes in cycles. I mean, they're going to win a lot of games. And so is Carolina going to get the share of wins.
Good rejection by Johns. Anthony was there. Man, that was a nasty fall. That Eli Brooks, I mean, it was like he was on ice in front of us just to our left. He looked back and he was like, what just happened?
Yeah, a lot of people were slipping yesterday, too, here. They do a great job. He slipped just like an ice. You call that really well, Boo. I'll tell you, they do a good job. The executive director of the tournament, Lee Miller, and our people. This is a first-class tournament. And the resort is out of this world.
Yeah, it's great.
It is fantastic. Plus, the distance, 55 minutes and I'm here. North Carolina right now, you're playing with for a lot of pride. I mean, you got a lot of great players that wore that uniform, including Kenny Smith sitting in the crowd here, the Jordans, the Worthies, and you're going to play with a lot of pride right now.
Teske fires and hits.
Michigan on fire. They're scoring in all different areas.
Feed inside, Huffman, stagger step, and then the two-handed stuff.
Nice little play by Huffman there. Didn't walk, kept his balance.
Carolina, by the way, I believe that's their first dunk of the day. And, you know, you're used to seeing them get those in-close, high-percentage type shots. Feed in Teske, out of bounds.
Size of Michigan certainly plays a little role in that, too.
Yep.
Look at Jawad. He's coaching like they're down by 20. Here come the Ducks, baby. What a win. They beat my alma mater, broke my heart last night. Look, I see it all was a great check. They were up 19 late in that game.
Yep.
Houston was the man of the hour, Shakur. Houston transferred from out of UNLV with the last shot was an air ball. He caught it and made the offensive rebound. And then Powell couldn't get the shot he wanted late.
Brooks from the elbow got it.
No, he gives them point production. Brooks did wide open. They've had a number of wide open opportunities that just have not converted.
Teske another. And Huffman able to corral that one. North Carolina up ahead, down by 19. Anthony fires and hits off balance three.
Little streaky shooter right now. That was a tough shot. Made it count. I took a text message yesterday from Adrian Wojnarowski. And Woj does a great job. What he has done for ESPN with the NBA is unbelievable. And he said, obviously, Anthony will be in the mix for #1 player along with Wiseman. And you got LaMelo Ball will be up there evaluated. But he said, really, in the text he said to me, it's going to change. There's so much basketball to be played. You're going to see how it all plays out. But they'll be in a conversation.
John spinning, steps back a little bit short. And one of the things to consider with this game is not just that Michigan is thumping Carolina, but that the bulk of their run has been without their senior point guard, Xavier Simpson. It's a 9-0 Carolina run to lead down to 14.
Yeah, nice effort. The one thing is they have been playing hard. They've been playing with intensity. Got to make shots. Good effort right here by the Tar Heels. She's a perimeter player. They made good plays. They did a great job. Unbelievable to win that game. And don't forget, they beat Memphis when Memphis had James Wiseman. Speaking about that, Digger Phelps sent me in Texas. Hey, they have 5 freshmen. Maybe they could be like Michigan. Right now, Quinones, though, is out with an injury. Wiseman will be eligible to play after 11 games of sitting.
Wagner a little too strong. Anthony picks it up. Cole Anthony pushing ahead. Anthony hesitates, and then off the glass and good. 2 more for Cole. It's an 11-0 run. He's got 19.
He's showing his star ability right now, making the three, the driving ability. No question, he's an STAR. Getting a little live here. I give North Carolina credit. We're down 24. Oh, that hurts. That hurts, and he was challenged.
Isaiah Livers buries it. Back to 15, 6 to go. Boog Sciambi and Dick Vitale, happy Thanksgiving. First of 4 here from the Bahamas. And Anthony rattles it home. He's got 21.
He's starting now to take charge out there offensively. So I got to get some scoring, though, for my team. He's a scorer. He's a handler. He's special. He'll be a coach's dream on the next level.
Livers, that's a 3.
I'd get Brooks a little handle right now. Get Brooks the ball. They're going to try to get under 10 by the 4-minute mark. It's not easy to say, but and a block.
And I think that'll be on Xavier Simpson, and he is done.
He's had a tough afternoon. Kyle Trello's been an assistant coach, sitting on a pine most of the time. No doubt about it, did not beat him to the space. You want to lock that baseline up and put that foot right on the baseline. Use it as a defensive player to help you.
Xavier Simpson fouling out, playing 17 minutes in this game.
But they had a productive bench. People that came off really were so efficient.
Yeah, especially David DeJulius.
Yep. Now you got to make your free throws. Clock is stopped. Get some points on the board here. I mean, I give North Carolina a lot of credit. They're going to fold it over. Last year they folded over in the Michigan game. This game they have not. They have battled and battled and battled to get back. And they're down 12. Dean Smith used to have such incredible comebacks. He was a Michelangelo at work on that sideline.
Loose ball, Brooks. Anthony, step back three, and it missed. Man.
That would have been big, but he shot it so quickly did not really get the good rhythm on the shot.
Under 5 here, Imperial Arena.
There's time on that clock. Got to play defense. Got to get stops now. Take a little time off that clock, Michigan. Not delay, but just.
Brooks in and out, and Brooks will go to the line. Eli taking it to the rim.
He's got good scoring ability.
No doubt.
You can see why he scored over 2,400 points in high school.
Foul on Cole Anthony, his third. Eli Brooks, the junior from Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, out there in the Harrisburg area.
A little break right there for Carolina. Get those free throws. Boy, I think about we've done a lot of good mid-major teams out there. I'm going to give a little salute, tip of the hat to VCU, to Dayton, the great job they've done. SMU is 6-0. What about Liberty? They're 8-0. Unbelievable. And then you got to certainly tip the hat to Stephen F. Austin. That was a major win. And the Duke's 150 wins. Nice cut without the ball. Here come the Tar Heels, baby. Here come the Heels.
11-point game, under 4.5.
Yeah, there was 150 games in a row they had won. Last time Duke lost to a non-conference was St. John's, February in 2000.
Brooks inside Teske, flips it up, and Teske goes down. They got numbers. Anthony.
He can get a single digits right here, Boo. Oh, what a great move.
Inside.
He got fouled. He got fouled.
And Anthony will go to the line. He will shoot when we return. Michigan leading this one by 11 here on Thanksgiving. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought Thanksgiving to all of you watching out there. And you see Xavier Simpson, their senior point guard, is fouled out. Isaiah Livers, the junior, has 4. Wagner has 3. And we got ourselves an 11-point game.
Well, it could be down to 9 right now if he converts these 2 free throws. Single digits, and I don't think we would have thought it. It was such a blowout when they went in that 19-zip run to take a 24-point lead. It was 60-36 in my mind, tells me so. See, last year the lead kept getting bigger and bigger. In fact, Roy told me before the game, he said, we had an 11-point run at the end of the game and still lost by 21. So they were down 32.
Anthony gets 1 out of 2. It's a 10-point deficit. DeJulius handling here with Anthony on hit.
They got a bump up on top.
Foul on Christian Keeling.
Not in the bonus. So defensive stops are vital right here for North Carolina. All 5 got to communicate, play team defense, help one another, block out, A lot of people forget one of the keys in defense, blocking out on the shot.
Kostetski, Wagner. Shot clock winding down to Julius. Head fake, ball fake. Shot off the mark. Loose ball. Gary Maxwell says the other way. North Carolina ball.
Well, good effort defensively. They really locked up 5 guys. They do show moments that they can be a good team. When you get a guy of star ability like Anthony, you got a chance to have a good team. And this kid is that special. Archbishop Malloy, as you said, produced some great guards, including Kenny Smith in the house, Kenny Anderson, who went to Georgia Tech.
Here's Anthony now, and inside, and Garrison Brooks with the deuce. It's an 8-point game.
That's going to be big for them, a 2-man game between Anthony and Brooks. What a terrific effort, really. Win or lose, I salute North Carolina for the effort to come back the way they did.
Livers inside, left hand will go.
Every time they need a big basket, Mr. Livers comes through.
Brooks going right back down low, left hand, good.
He can score around that basket, dude. He knows how to utilize his body well.
They almost turned it over. 8-point game. Michigan with the lead. 2.5 to go in the game.
Time on the clock. It all gets down to defense now. They got to defend as a team, not just individual. Juwan Howard's kids taking some time off the clock. He wants Teskey to come up and lay a screen for him.
Offensive foul. They got it on to Julius.
Screen. Yep, right on the call. Juwan, you get a little nervous now as a coach. You keep looking at that clock saying, when's that sucker going to move?
Yeah, no doubt.
This is a big possession. If they got a chance to win this game, they got to score in this possession. They've got to put points on the board here.
Robinson goes baseline. Pierce off the mark. Brooks. Blocked by Teskey.
Offensive rebound, strength of North Carolina. Lead the nation in rebounding. Too much time coming off that clock.
Robinson looking for some space, hesitates, gives off to Brooks inside. Had it stuffed by the foam underneath the backboard.
Yeah, not a good possession right there. That was one that I really firmly believe they needed.
And a foul on North Carolina, 90 seconds to go.
And all those Michigan fans now getting ready to chant and cheer and sing Hail to the Victors. There's the group from out of Michigan. I wonder if they're going to get in a plane on Friday and play out for that Ohio State-Michigan battle. Well, they came back and made it a little interesting. They didn't fold over.
Michigan leading this one by 8. What do you think about Cole Anthony today?
He's a star. He doesn't have to prove to me anymore. You just watch this kid play. I mean, it's going to have days where the ball's not going to fall down for him, but he does it all. Medium range, he can be streaky shooting, but his driving ability is special, his passing ability, his vision, he's got strength. He is absolutely a superstar. He's like you, man, a superstar. Baseball guy, boy, that's strong. You got some strong arms.
You better stop trying to box me out over here. That's what's been happening. Vital just keeps crowd me, and he's looking to shoot, no doubt.
Carolina's got to get the elbow here.
There's my guy with the turkey hat back there. There's Louis. All right. And a reminder, Sports Center coming up. Saints and the revenge factor against the Falcons. Michigan and North Carolina post-game coverage. And then how about Saturday in college football? Your upset guide, Ohio State, Alabama, Oklahoma tonight on the 6 o'clock Sports Center.
Well, Alabama's going to be praying they can beat Auburn. And they got to pray also that LSU beats Georgia. Oh, that's it. Put it in the book.
That's the put-away shot, it would appear. Eli Brooks, his 4th three. He's got 23.
You got to scoop if you think North Carolina can come back and win this game. It's over. Put it in a book. Wolverines march on. And look at Juwan pumping his fist a little. I guarantee his buddies watching on TV. LeBron and company. That's our guy. That's our guy, Juwan. It's Brooks' big three. By the way, LeBron will be in the hunt this year for MVP. And he can thank the arrival of a guy by the name of Anthony Davis.
By the way, Isaiah Livers just picked up his 5th, so he is done.
Well, it's not going to go to OT, so he made some big plays. Gets a nice little standing ovation with the Michigan crew. I'll be back to you tomorrow. You and I'll be back 2 o'clock for the finals. Who will they play from the West? Will it be Gonzaga or will it be Oregon?
And how about Gonzaga and Oregon, our second semifinal? They haven't played since the 99-2000 season. Been a while. 2
great coaches. Dana Altman does a terrific job. He did a great job prior to coming to Oregon. He's terrific. And Mark Few, to me, is a Hall of Famer. Mark Few will ultimately be in the Hall of Fame. He's one of my honored guests for our event on my gallery show along with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. is something else.
All right, time now for our player of the game, and brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers.
Wow.
It's that young man, Eli Brooks, Jr., with 23 points, really good shooter. Knocked down 4 threes, 9 field goals overall. Eli Brooks, our player of the game.
Nothing like having guys that can make shots. Guys that give you a little NBN. Nothing but nylon. That's too many bricks, players, and coaches have become salesmen at Walmart. You got to have guys that can make shots. Look at Phil Martelli giving a high five. Laid a 5 on Juwan Howard. Howard Eisney the same way. All his buddies like a D. Wade and company were all cheering for him. D. Wade's son, by the way, played for the Sierra Canyon team, a great bunch of high school kids, but they were challenged big time with the Cathedral Catholic, who has a terrific player, giving him a Obina. Surprised that more of the big-time schools aren't on that kid, because he is special from the little I watched on it, of that game. Look at Juwan. You gotta love the guy.
Well, he's been up and showing energy the entire game.
Well, I'm going to see them Tuesday night again, like tomorrow.
You'll be with Dave O'Brien, by the way.
Oh, Davey Obi's going to be great.
That's right.
Davey O'Brien, all right.
So Dave O'Brien will
be
there.
You're a baseball guy like you. He's a Red Sox.
That's right. Tell OB I said hi.
I will do it. He's a perfect guy, just like you. I admire and respect all you guys. You guys do all a great job. Bob Wischusen, all of you. Dan Schumann.
I don't know about Shulman.
Carl Ravitch.
I'm not sure about Shulman.
He belongs to my same club, my dome.
Danny Schluman's the best. I love him.
Yeah, he does a great job.
Phil Martelli keeping Juwan Howard updated how many timeouts he has left.
Phil Martelli did such a terrific job. I thought they made a mistake when they let him go at Philadelphia. St. Joe's. He was part of the face of that university. Don't get me started on that. I promise to be good. It's Thanksgiving. I'm going out and having some turkey dinner tonight.
I was unaware that you promised to be good, by the way.
I promise to be good here. Meet me at the Bahamian Club. I'm going to watch that second game, though. I'm really intrigued by that matchup. I think Gonzaga.
Well, Gonzaga's a little thin right now. I know that with the injuries that they're dealing with, I think depth is going to be a bit of an issue.
And you got to believe Oregon's flying high after that win. I don't think any way, shape, or form they believe they were getting that winner's circle after what happened down 19. Hard to believe this was 60 to 36 Michigan leading. There's Michigan. They're jumping with joy, their fans. They're going to the finals at the Battle for Atlantis. As Roy Williams, a nice conversation with Juwan.
Juwan Howard's team unbeaten as they stay perfect 6-0 and a good early season win. 73-64. They await the winner of Gonzaga and Oregon. You impressed with Michigan?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact they got 3 kids that know what winning's about. Learned under the John Beilein era. Talking Simpson, Livers, and Teskey. And then you throw in all the other guys, the Brooks and company, the Joyas, and you can see this team has a chance to have a good, strong year.
Wolverines into the championship game. Still to come, Gonzaga and Oregon. That's coming up in a bit on ESPN. Up after the break, it's college basketball live. For Dick Vitale and our entire outstanding crew, this is John Sciambi saying happy Thanksgiving from the Bahamas. We'll be back shortly for our second semifinal between Gonzaga and Oregon. Michigan wins it over North Carolina.